Stock tip. Best stock setups.
Welcome back to a Stock Tips Daily Update. I'm Marcel Todia and let's see how the weekend ended. Well, today was not most impressive. You can see here the S&P 500 managed merely 0.08 loss actually today, but overall I think the market is still looking at this point relatively strong. You see here the S&P 500 has again closed this gap and has, I would say, consolidated here, so it didn't manage to break out again or to head any higher, but I think a consolidation, if this remains a consolidation, is nothing that unhealthy here. We still have a low, a high, a higher low, and we are still to get our higher high. But we might be able to reach our next support line or next resistance line here in the range of the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement if we count this rally here, or if we count the correction, then the 50 Fibonacci retracement level. So overall the market isn't doing that bad, and you can see here the Nasdaq is also looking pretty strong, so still above this breakout level, still in the same position here. It still needs to break out and close the next gap, but overall it's looking pretty good, mostly because of this title. So Microsoft has broken out and has remained here on the same level. Apple has broken out and has still remained above the breakout line, and Amazon and Google are also themselves not looking that bad. So overall the market shows some strength at the time for the time being, and if we are lucky and if the market maintains the strength, then we might reach the 50 point again, the 50 point of this correction again, and with this perhaps the first profits here. So if you are wondering about possible investments, I still say the door is open here in Microsoft. You can see here above this week's high. That's definite a green light also in Apple, and I would perhaps the consolidations wouldn't be that bad here, but overall it's still a fresh breakout. So consolidation one of today's doesn't seem that bad, but in the past Apple has broken out and continued adding until it finally reached a resistance line. So who's to say this is going to happen right now? Amazon still looking good, but Google and Adobe are also looking good. You can see here another setup here, a breakout above this week's high, then would also mean a possible go, or perhaps a breakout, pullback, and then the next breakout. Adobe looking also pretty healthy here. You can also see here the same setup like overall. So the same setup, a gap close and a small consolidation just below this line. And Netflix also with a nice little breakout and just hovering above the breakout line, just above. I like a small consolidations here. So the market is showing some promise here. So I don't believe it's as weak as it was the last few months. And we had a huge resistance here, so a huge counter movement from the bulls. So we might be in for a surprise and for a nice recovery until the end of the year. IVM, also one of the factors I've been analyzing here, was this setup. You can see it. We had a consolidation here beginning with 2018 until 2020, a breakout, and then this might look like a pullback. And again, here you have a convergence of three very important support levels. We have this gap level here, this historic gap level. We have the trend line, and then again we have the 50 Fibonacci since the beginning of this rally. So three main support levels have converged here, and the market has finished, so the week has finished above it. So all in all, we have positive signals in the markets. We just have to see if the market remains strong enough to fight through it and to recover to its previous all-time highs. What did the rest of the markets do? So as expected, the DAX is trying to cover some lost terrain here, and if the US markets are heading up, then I don't see why the DAX continue falling or moving in the opposite direction. Euro to US dollar has made the first gains in many days here, and we're still below this historical support level. Now it's a resistance level. I don't think we are going to recover above it anytime soon, but that's the way it is, and I'm pretty sure we are going to get at least a pullback to the supply line here, if not more, but the pullback I think is going to come. And the oil has also broken down, and now we see pullback here to the supply zone. And what's next, what's to come, I can't say what's to come, but the weekly chart isn't looking that bad actually with this hammer here. Gold and silver are still remaining pretty weak with a breakdown in the weekly chart. Gold and silver with the breakdown. So for me it's still a no-go. As for my portfolio, I am still interested in AERC. So this is the weekly chart with a nice breakout. I've bought it yesterday or the day before yesterday, I don't remember exactly. And for the time being, it's still looking healthy. I will give this trade a lot of room, and I will place my stop at 9.9, something like this. And JinkoSolar, my favorite, is looking very healthy, and I really think we are going to hit 100, at least 150 in the coming weeks or months. So I'm really optimistic about JinkoSolar. Okay, that's all. Remember to hit the subscribe button and the like button. If you do have any questions, remember to write them down in the comment section below, and I will try my best to answer them. See you next week again. Bye.